Welcome back. Let's do some foiling. Today I'm going to do this whole thing in just one take. I'm not going to go back and fix anything like I sometimes do or redo things. Sometimes I'll start doing one of these and I have to stop or I have to do something. Today, just one take. Let's go ahead and begin with some foiling that you're going to see on some homework assignments maybe, and maybe on some future things. So we're going to start right up here in this corner. 3x plus 6 times x plus 7. Now, we know that we're going to FOIL these out because there is no plus or minus sign. If there's like a plus sign or a minus sign here, we would need to be combining like terms. But because there is nothing there and it's just a multiplication, that's what we're going to do. We're going to multiply. There's a difference between FOIL and distribution. Distribution would be this. If this wasn't here, we would distribute a 6 here. We would do that. That would just be a simple distribution. But because it's these two things that are being added or subtracted, multiplied by these two things that are being added or subtracted, we do a FOIL. So let's go and do a FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. Should be some pretty good stuff here. Let's get this paint marker going. Turn this down so I can see. 3x times x is going to be 3x squared. And then we have first outside terms, 3x times 7. That's 21x. Then the inside term, 6 times x is 6x. And then finally, 6 times 7 is 42. We have a positive 42 there. That's your first outside, inside, and last. And then finally, the thing we always do when we do a FOIL is we combine these two middle terms. We have 21 and 6. So my final answer will be 3x squared plus 27x plus 42. Hey, it's right here. It's actually answer choice F. I have a whole bunch of answer choices here. And it turned out, yeah, it was just that one. So very easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Pizza is greasy. Easy FOIL. A lot of times when we do FOIL, we're talking about area. So let's look at this next problem over here. Get rid of all this. So it's which one of these is equivalent. Now I want you to remember what this square means. This means here that we would expand this by saying 4w plus 3 times 4w plus 3. That's what that means, and for all of them. For all of them. So this would be 4w minus 3, 4w minus 3. But I know it can't be this answer because this minus sign. There are no minus signs in the quadratic polynomial, so there won't be any minus signs here, and I can get rid of d as well. This says 8w, so if I were to expand this, it would be 8w plus 3. 8w plus 3. So here we go. Let's FOIL both of these and see which one's going to give me this. Once again, I eliminated b and d because of these negative signs. And these only have positive signs, so that can't be the case. So here we go. 4w times 4w is going to be 16w squared. 4w times 3 is going to be 12 plus 12w. 3 times 4w, same thing, plus 12w. And then finally, 3 times 3 is 9. And when we combine those two terms right there in the middle, turn this down so you can see that a little better. Whoa, that's nice. When I combine these two terms here in the middle, we're going to get 16w squared plus 24, that's a 12, w plus 9. And hey, yeah, that was our answer, so we're good there. Before I do this bottom one here, I know that can't be the answer because the very first step is 8w times 8w, which would be 64w squared. I know that that cannot be my answer because I'm looking for a 16w right there. So there is that. Another easy peasy FOIL. I'm going to erase some of this, but not all of it, because I do want to take a look at something here. So I'm going to erase all of this. Like that. Get rid of some of this here. Some of that there. Get rid of all this. And I'm going to use this problem to branch into our next one, which is, where I won't be needing that. Kind of clean this up some here. And that is, what if there was a plus sign there? What if instead I had plus? We wouldn't FOIL, and in fact, if there was a plus sign here, I would not need the parentheses. There will very often be parentheses when you don't need them. They're to confuse you. So that is the same thing, and here we would just combine like terms. So 4w plus 4w is 16w. 3 and 3 make 9. Ooh, my marker's going. I didn't see that. 3 and 3 make 9. Let's make another little change here. And instead of there being a plus sign, I'm going to put that back. Instead of there being a plus sign, what if there's a minus sign? What if I'm subtracting these two? Well, obviously, we should know the answer is 0 because it's the same thing. So let's make a change here. Let's make this. We'll make this 8w minus 7. There we go. So that's what we're doing here. We have 4w plus 3 minus 8w minus 7. Now the parentheses do matter. Now they do matter because before I can really move on, I need to get rid of this negative. I can't just start subtracting things without getting rid of that negative first. So this is going to be a little distribution here. This is going to be a distribution. If you're wondering what to distribute, it's a negative 1. So now when I rewrite this, I won't need any parentheses. Negative 1 times 8w is negative 8w. Negative 1 times negative 7 is positive 7. And now we can combine our like terms. That looks purple. How did I get purple? That's really cool. 4w plus negative 8 is going to be negative 4w. And then 3 plus 7 is a 10. This is much closer to what a perimeter question would look like. Whereas those other ones, those foils, are much closer to area. Very, 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 very likely are we going to be given this right here. Perfect square. They might say, oh, this is your garden. This is a parking lot. This is a whatever. This is a square item that we have seen before. And we're going to have here 6w plus 7 and 2w plus 1. And the question that we're going to be asked here is area and perimeter. Area, which is length times width, and perimeter, which is 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So let's jump right in. The area of this garden, parking lot, any odd square item that you may see in life, we're going to do a FOIL here. So here we have 2w plus 1 foiled against 6w plus 7. And here we go. This looks like an H. Let's try and make this a little better here. Nope. There we go. 2w, let's turn this down again. 2w times 6w is going to be 12w squared. 2w times 7 is 14w. 1 times 6 is just 6w. And then finally 1 times 7 is 7. I'm in my own way here. We'll combine like terms. So we'll have 12w squared plus 20w plus 7. Let's look at the perimeter of this parking lot, garden, whatever. Ooh, it's kind of blurry. I realize how blurry that blue is. I think it has a hard time picking up the blue. I have to erase some of this because I'm going to be my own way, so I need to erase this right here. So that's the perimeter. Let's look at that's the area. Let's look at the perimeter. 2 times the length, and I'll denote this to be the length. You can't see it. That's the length. This is the width. It does not matter which is which because it is a rectangle. It doesn't really matter. So 2 times 2w plus 1 plus 2 times the width, which is 6w plus 7. I think you cannot see that. Oh, you can't see that. So here we go. We'll distribute the 2. And in the same step, we'll do it over here as well. So we'll have 4w plus 2 plus 12w plus 14. 4 plus 12 is 16w, and then 2 plus 4 is 16. 14 is 16. 16w plus 16. Very odd. But there you go. Until then, if y'all have any questions, y'all just let me know. Y'all have a great day now. Bye.